Hi, today I want us to look at this concept here called economic problem. If you look at this paper, this is 2023 paper. It is paper 1 for economics. And this is question 1. I want us to look at it. So I want us to look at the concept of economic problem. And this question is talking about essential feature of economic problem. Which one is correct here? Let us look at it one by one. Before we start talking about the choices given, that is limited ones, luxury goods, monopoly, and scarce resources, let us define what we mean by economics. And we know that when we talk about economics, we are talking about the study of how individuals, businesses, and even governments make choices using scarce resources to satisfy their unlimited wants and needs. Our wants are actually unlimited. So how do we use the scarce resources to satisfy that? And therefore, after knowing and refreshing on the meaning of economics, what is an economic problem? So let us look at it again. An economic problem is actually a fundamental issue that arises because resources are actually limited. Our resources are limited. And what are the fundamental issues that come up because of that? We have unlimited wants to satisfy, and our resources are limited. So when you talk about that concept, it is just an issue that come up as a result of that. Limited resources and unlimited wants. Now, what can be a feature of an economic problem here, looking at the choices given? Let us look at limited wants first. What does that mean? And can it be a feature of economic problem? Can it be an essential feature? Look at it. What is limited wants? Limited wants is not actually existing in economics. We have unlimited wants. Our wants are unlimited. Our desires increase each and every day, and we tend not to satisfy all of them. Why? Because they are unlimited, and we use limited resources. So this is wiped out. What is the second one? Luxury goods. When we talk about luxury goods, what do we mean? We are talking about those non-essential goods that we can do without. They are non-essential. They are items that are not essential for survival. Something like maybe clothing, sport cars. Of course, clothing is essential. It is one of the basic goods, but designer clothing is not. So those goods that we desire, or those items that we desire, but we can live without them, that is luxury goods. And can that be an essential feature of economic problem? I doubt. Let us look at the next one. The next one here is actually monopoly. Can monopoly be one of the essential feature of economic problem? Is it a problem, or is it an essential feature? Let us look at it. What is monopoly? When we talk about monopoly, monopoly is actually when one seller dominates the market. So what does that mean? This is a market structure where we have other market structures like monopolistic competition, the perfect market, the oligopoly, and monopoly is one of them. Monopoly may come up or may bring an issue, things like price discrimination, but is it one of the essential or fundamental feature of economic problem? No. What is the next one? Scarce resources. Now, what do we mean by scarce resources? Let us look at it one by one. What are resources? When we talk about resources, what do we mean? When we talk about resources, we are just talking about things to do with the land, the labor, capital, and the enterprise. These resources are actually scarce. And remember, when we were talking about the definition of economics, we said that we are talking about scarce resources here to satisfy our unlimited wants and needs. And therefore, this is one of the essential features of economic problem. Resources are here. We have scarcity, and we want to satisfy our unlimited wants. So what will we do? We are going to understand this concept called the choice. You have to choose. Maybe you have $50 and your wants, you should have around $200. So what will you do with the $50? You are going to decide on what to prioritize with your $50 and forgo the others. So this is bringing the concept of the choice. And maybe other related concepts that we may talk about in economics, like opportunity cost, which we may not talk about now. And therefore, since wants are unlimited, but resources are scarce, societies face economic problem of choice. And therefore, scarce resources is one of the essential features of economics, or it is one of the economic problems that we are facing. So that is what we have for today, and see you in the next session.